have it! Did you hear that? If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. These are Steve's Hat Picks, where we look at the best from around the NHL over the past week. Instead of mixing and matching, let's keep it simple here in week one. We're going to separate goals and saves. And starting, why not start with Tyler Bertuzzi and his 4-goal game.
Chef for Tampa. Tyler Bertuzzi with Dylan Larkin. Bertuzzi through. He scores! Tyler Bertuzzi with a beautiful goal!
Oh my God.
And it's 2-0.
You're going to have to see this a couple of times. What's this move?
And he beat Sergachev and Hedman. That's
Between
not bad.
between the defensemen, between his feet, back in the front.
Penalty over. Ernie the shot.
Oh!
Scores! Bertuzzi. Fabry. Bertuzzi.
Oh,
Scores! Out of the box comes Bertuzzi. Takes a peek. Comes out himself. The shot. He scores! 4 goals!
And it's not even like, oh yeah, he'd banged them in and like a couple went off his butt and his ankle. No. This dude is taking souls out of bodies. Tyler Bertuzzi using quantity and quality, not afraid to use his shot at all, is he? That's a hat pick. What? Not every player shoots. Up next, it's not just forwards, it's defensemen who know how to score as well. And here's Dougie Hamilton instructing you how to Douglas.
And the Blackhawks go with Kevin Lankinen giving their number one, Marc-Andre Fleury, the night off. They'll be in Pittsburgh tomorrow, where Fleury surely will play against his former team. The Devils score! Dougie Hamilton, 17 seconds in. Oh, welcome to New Jersey, Dougie. It's 1-0.
And rips a wrist shot past the goaltender Lankinen to give the Devils a 1-0 lead, 17 seconds in. You see right there, turnover created. Pavel Zacha does a great job of curling up.
You know, whenever you join a new team, especially when that new team gives you a lot of money, like the Devils did with Dougie Hamilton, you want to make a good impression. Hamilton wastes no time, 17 seconds into his Devils debut. Devils? Devils. He scored an amazing goal, and I called them the Devils. That's a dang it. But that's for Thursday. This and that goal, that's a hat pick. And funny enough, for our next hat pick, we have another member of the New Jersey Devils. Maybe we're turning over a new leaf here in New Jersey, because they are always on dang it. It's been like that since we came up with the concept. What was it, like 3 years ago now? Oh, they love to leave the net and give it away and hit the puck into their own net. Even when the Devils were playing well or winning a game, they would find a way to end up in dang it's. No. First there was Dougie Hamilton, and now we have Jack Hughes, overtime winner.
Here's Jack Hughes, pulls up, Hughes, backhand, he scored! In overtime, Jack Hughes wins it!
And he threw his stick up into the crowd for a lucky fan. He was so excited. What poise, patience by Jack Hughes as he gets the victory for the Devils on opening night in overtime. Oh, baby, what a game this was. We've got 81 more of these.
Multiple times tonight, you reference the patience and poise of Patrick Kane. And in Jack Hughes, do we look at a young player with similar gifts?
Similar traits. Patrick Kane is the teacher, Jack Hughes the student. He's got a long way to go, but even Patrick Kane mentioned a few years ago that he sees a little Jack Hughes in him, and we all know what Patrick Kane has done in his career. But look at this poise. Graves does a good job bringing a defender to him. He waits.
Gustafson, how long after the game do you think it took his teammates to speak to him? Yeah, no, we gotta leave him alone for a while. Just let him figure that out. Hughes not even giving them the opportunity to put that stick in the Hall of Fame. You have it, throws it into the stands. That's such a hat pick. Don't you dare fine him for that. Don't you dare. Leaf fans are scarred by that. They remember years and years ago when Matt Sundin got suspended for throwing his stick into the stands. He threw his stick into the stands like he went, he yeeted his stick into the stands, fellow kids. This, slightly different, and a hat pick. For our next hat pick, we have a first. the first time the Seattle Kraken have ever been featured in a Hat Picks video. They were featured in Hat Picks before Dangits. And I bring that up as if it's an amazing thing, because it is an amazing thing, because I'm old enough to remember when expansion teams were supposed to suck. With this move, Brandon Tanev proved that they, do not.
Circling the net, Werenski fights through and away from Lozan. Jackets finisher check in Seattle territory. Here, Tanev moving in. Tanev scores on the backhand. Stopped initially. He's able to send the rebound home, and the Kraken are first on the board.
Pursuit of the puck here. Bjorkstrand's covering. He's an offensive player. You can see he takes a swat at the puck, and Tanev has got one thing on his mind, and that's get the puck. Not only does he get it, he's got all this time to fake and then shake and then put it past Elvis Merzlikins, who's trying to stay with him.
I like the little Selly there banging on the glass in Columbus. Tanev's still got a little bit of Pittsburgh Penguin in him. Holy cow, it seemed like he was doing a Sudoku puzzle. He played checkers, he played dominoes, he played every game you can with Elvis Merzlikins before going, oh yeah, I should probably do something with this, and then burying it in the back of the net. Hey, I'm gonna go out on a limb here. Nicest goal in Seattle Kraken history. Prove me wrong. Brandon Tanev and Seattle, welcome to the hat pick conversation. That's a hat pick. And this last one for goals, oh boy, I struggled. Like, are we gonna put this in hat picks or Dangits? Because it's the St. Louis Blues scoring 5 goals in 5 minutes. Yes, that's really good, but the Coyotes are unbelievable this year. Tell you what, the fact that they scored 5 goals in 5 minutes is impressive, but Jordan Kyrou, the nicest goal of the game. Watch this.
Here they come. Kyrou holds. Kyrou right to the front, and he scores. Oh, boy.
That is a thing of beauty. Those Gostisbeheres.
Similar to the Jack Hughes one. I mean, if you're the defenseman, what do you even say? Hey, fellas, I did my best. The toe drag, the patience, the fact that no one was around him. Kyrou finding space and doing something with it. That is a hat pick. I'm a little worried. Everyone's setting such a high standard to start the season. Let's see if the goalies do the same, because they're big in the Dangits category. How about Carter Hart? We'll start there. He had a tough season last year. He's had sort of an up and down start, but not without some highlights. Watch this.
In this game, Wenberg back out. Point shot, Larson save. Rebound to the side of the net. Stopped by a diving Hart. It's still loose. Flyers get to it. Carter Hart, spectacular stop there as the crowd roaring.
Carter Hart does his part. Outstanding job by Hart. Recovery right there against Jordan Eberle. Eberle shaking his head, and the Flyers start to get things going.
Hart rob! Jordan Eberle is one of my favorite players in the NHL, like just as a guy. I've followed his whole career, and I love him. I know he's going to score a ton of goals, put up a ton of points for the Kraken. Not there! Listen, sometimes playing behind that Philadelphia Flyers defense, you're going to have to do something a little unreasonable. It is unreasonable to assume Carter Hart will make that save. That's why we just look at his numbers and go, this guy stinks. Well, that's a little bit unfair. That is an unreasonable save from a goaltender. Holy smoke. The Seattle Kraken getting the full NHL experience in their first week. They've scored amazing goals. They've been robbed. They had a goal count that probably shouldn't have. Drew, are we going to do that in Dangits? Are we? Maybe. Might not make the cut. It might not make the cut. Dang it. But never mind Dangits. That's in a couple days. Carter Hart. That's a hat pick. This? This coffee is a hat pick mug that I'm holding? Oh, you want one? Oh, well, goodness, I don't even know where we would get one. What's that, Drew? We're selling them? Are we selling Dangits ones too? We should. We are! And we're also selling shirts. You're giving me a lot of information for a guy whose voice I can't hear. I've been teasing it for a little while now, but hat picks and Dangits merch coming out very soon. How soon? Think about when the first Dangits video is coming out. Thursday afternoon. Anyway, enough about all that. Let's get back to the hat pick, shall we? Another goalie who struggled a bit last season, but we know he's still got the brilliance in him. Braden Holtby with his new team, the Dallas Stars. Watch this.
Against hurt the Rangers last night in Washington, and they hurt here. A giveaway. Panarin is in front. Score! No, it didn't
sure that was in the net. Ryan Strome with a big chance, and Braden Holtby robs him.
Holtby again, the miscue, and then Panarin's pass, and Strome had that whole side of the net. He thought it was going in, but that's just a brilliant save.
Oh, I love it. Did you hear that? There is no better save than when the goalie makes the announcer screw up, especially when it's the other team's announcer. That is an unbelievable save. You can't even blame him for thinking it went in. Welcome to the National Hockey League, where the divide between hat picks and dangets is razor thin. If that goes in, come on. You give the puck away, you sprawl down, you fall against the boards. I mean, yes, that's going to be a dang it. Braden Holtby wrestles the puck from the jaws of dang it and says, that's a hat pick. I want to end with a few firsts and a milestone. Maybe not the fanciest goal in the world, but Bowen Byram, one of the most highly touted prospects in the league, got his first National Hockey League goal, and it's not a bad one. A snipe off a feed from his team's captain, Gabriel Landeskog.
Gabriel Landeskog throws the brakes on, finds Byram, and he scores! #1 in the NHL for Bowen Byram.
On the ice, through that faceoff that they could have got a change, decided to stay with it, and watch the way Randon goes through the middle. Landeskog buys time, and Byram is all alone, and he just rifles this.
This next one I quite like because they just interrupt the announcer's conversation entirely. Hendrix LaPierre with maybe the most terrible first goal call ever, but it's quite the snipe.
Wayne, I know you spent some time with Alex Ovechkin. What are those conversations like?
You know, that's rude. Someone tell the rookie not to interrupt their on-air conversation. That's a hat pick. That's a great one. I love that. He'll never forget that call. And, of course, another first. Not his first NHL goal. It was his entire team's first NHL goal. Ryan Donato with the first goal in Seattle Kraken history.
Nice. Back to even strength. Don score. Dunn walking in. Shot. Glove save. Loose score! Ryan Donato has the first goal in Seattle Kraken history, and it's a 3-1 game.
Well, huge goal. I talked about the power play needing to score it. It didn't happen, but a gritty goal for the Seattle Kraken and Ryan Donato on his 4th NHL team. A guy who's scored at every level. See right here, paying the price in front of the net, able to win that battle against Alec Martinez. Good patience by Donskoy, get that puck to the net, a rebound that I think Leonard could have controlled, wasn't able to do it, and that led to the empty net goal for Donato.
Pretty exciting game, too. They would end up losing, but they erased a 3-goal deficit. Not a bad way to debut. And we'll end with something that's not a first, it's not a second, it's not a 100th, or even a 500th. Alex Ovechkin with his second of the night, because of course, and he moves into 5th all-time in NHL goals.
And now the Rangers with an extra attacker for all of 8 seconds. Backhand shot, score! Ovechkin, his second of the night. As he pulls ahead of Marcel Dion, all alone in 5th place.
What a play by Evgeny Kuznetsov. He throws this puck from the red line into the corner, and Ovechkin wins the foot race, and a backhand move by the grade 8. Puts it up and over the blocker. Actually goes under the arm, blocker side, but the play was made right there by Kuznetsov, Jonesy. Understanding where Ovechkin was,
and he does the rest.
Yeah, and what a burst of speed. DeAndre Miller's a very good skating defenseman for the New York Rangers, and Ovechkin just powers past him and scores the goal.
He really has not lost a step, and he may never lose a step. All hail Alex Ovechkin, who may one day own the all-time record. So, what'd you think? Just working off the rust a little bit. That was the first Hat Picks video of the season. Like I said, the first Dang It's video's Thursday, and something else. But for now, that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. That's a Hat Pick.